Good morning once again, and like I said, welcome to the last community coffee of 2016. My name is Brandon Parley, and I am the Chief Operations Officer here for Logsdon Area Community Services. Welcome to each and every one of you. Before we get started, one person I need to thank once again is Kim's Casseroles. Kim Fogle's back there in the back of the kitchen. She does this every month for us and does delicious meals. And one thing I'd like to remind everyone is that coming with the holiday season, she has a wonderful assortment of casseroles that you guys can pick up, bring in. I know we're going to have lots of family members coming into town. It's a good, easy way to take care of dinner or lunch or even breakfast, as you know. So keep her in mind as we go through the holiday season. Just to remind you guys, as we go through the morning, scrolling through, we'll have the announcements from different groups across the community. If anyone is interested in having any of their announcements or any of their program information sent out through Chastity or during the community coffee, please email Chastity to let her know, and she will submit and get your information sent out in the monthly newsletters, as well as during the rolling advertisements as we go along. And of course, up front is our flyer table with all the community information that anyone has. Please feel free to pick some up, share with anyone else as you see fit. And in keeping fashion, of course, I am not Joe, but I'll do the best that I can. But we're going to go on and do our 1-minute highlights. And since we only have 3 folks today, I think I'm going to let all 3 individuals who have submitted their names and information to come up. So the first one we will have will be Tara Bowen from Matthew 25. Tara?
My name's Tara Bowen. I'm the Director of Medical Case Management at Matthew 25 AIDS Services. I just have a couple things I wanted to mention. First thing is we just opened up a brand new clinic that we're excited about here in Owensboro. We had been in the health department, but it was getting really crowded. We got pushed out there. Wasn't good for the confidentiality of our patients, so we built us a new clinic. It's by Dr. Block, the podiatrist's office, if you know where that's at, on Litchfield Road, right before you get to the Springs, and we're open every Thursday. The second thing I wanted to mention was December the 10th, we have a fundraiser called Jingle Mingle. It's where vendors come and sell their wares, and we get money from them from having tables, and then they get money to come and shop, and it's good to do your Christmas shopping. And it starts at 11, runs to about 3 o'clock. It's at Chapel Hill Methodist Church in Henderson.
Thank you so much, Tara. I appreciate that. And it's great to hear that Matthew 25 has a clinic here locally in Owensboro. That's a terrific resource that we have. The next name that we have drawn today is Lori Schroeder from the Owensboro-Davis County Ministerial Association. Lori, I'll let you come on up for a couple minutes and talk about, share some of your information.
Excellent. Good morning, everybody. My apologies for the way that I look. My daughter dressed me this morning. It's Burns Middle School's Fall Festival, so it is what it is. I am here representing the Owensboro-Davis County Ministerial Association. I love to come to this group. It is wonderful to be able to be with you. Couple things that I wanted to share with you. A week ago, this evening, the Owensboro-Davis County Ministerial Association received an award from the Kentucky Council of Churches. Statewide organization that bonds together an ecumenical group of churches in support of social justice primarily, but also in prayer for our spiritual well-being in Kentucky. They received that award because for many years now, the Owensboro-Davis County Ministerial Association has been working fervently not only to bind together ecumenical Christian groups, but also has become an interfaith group. Done a tremendous amount of work, led primarily by Claudia Ramish from the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Owensboro. So we received this award, and at the same time, the brochures for Faith Fest Owensboro 2017 came out, or 16 came out. So I just wanted to stop by and mention to all of you, we have these brochures. We would love for you to take one, put these many events in for 2.5 weeks in November down on your calendar. This is an incredible opportunity for our community. It's an opportunity to learn about our brothers and sisters from all different faiths. It's the opportunity to experience their worship, their faith, in some cases their food, which is awesome. It's just a wonderful opportunity for the community to get together, to gather together as one, and to share with one another. So please pick up at least one brochure. You can pick up more, and plan on joining us. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Lori, and I appreciate you bringing up one of my favorite topics, and that's the food. So. And then finally, we have Judy Adams from the American Association of University Women. Judy?
Thank you. Thank you. I just really wanted to get up here and say thank you, because last time when I got the 1-minute highlight, I talked about a conversation about race that we have jump-started in this community. And I want to tell you that we had a panel discussion on the Black experience in Owensboro, and then this past Monday we had a discussion of the book, Between the World and Me. And at the end of the book discussion, where we only got halfway through the book, someone said to me, well, what's the next book? Because clearly the conversation will continue, and that's the most important thing. So we are in the process of meeting to determine how that, what form that will take, whether it will simply be conversations, whether we will intermittently choose a book to use as the focus for our conversation. But the elephant is out of the room. We are talking about race in Owensboro. And thank you all.
Thank you so much, Judy. Appreciate it. And you're right. The topic of race in the community and how we work together to talk about that and resolve any issues is a very pertinent topic, not just here in Owensboro, but nationwide. So I appreciate your guys' group leading that charge and continuing that discussion. Thank you so much. All right. Now that we've got through the information sharing, I want to introduce a program here. It's pretty near and dear to my heart here for the Audubon area. It's Owensboro Regional Recovery. Owensboro Regional Recovery is a men's substance abuse facility. It's modeled after the Louisville Healing Place. It's a recovery facility for approximately 100 men here based in Owensboro. It's one of the Recovery Kentucky centers here across the state. It's continuing to grow. How many do we have now, Sarah?
There are 12 right now.
12, and our latest one opened up in Bowling Green just a few months back. So they do tremendous work. I'm very proud to be affiliated with Owensboro Regional Recovery. And with that, I'm going to turn over the mic to Sarah and to Joey and let them share some information with you today. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Sarah Atkins. I already know most of you, so I just wanted to just briefly introduce myself. I'm the director at Owensboro Regional Recovery. I have been here since before we opened. We opened in February of 2010, and I started in November of 2009. So I've been around for most of the, of the history of ORR so far. So I just want to give you a little overview, and then I'm going to turn it over to Joey, and he's going to talk for a minute. But on any given day, there are approximately 6,000 to 7,000 homeless adults in Kentucky. And homeless, that means persons who do not have access to safe, affordable, permanent places to live. The vast majority of these people are considered chronically homeless due to substance abuse and other special needs, such as mental illness or other things. These individuals consume about half of the resources allocated to assist homeless, and that's information we received from Kentucky Housing Corporation. So the Recovery Kentucky Initiative was created to address the problem of chronic homelessness due to substance abuse and addiction. There are currently, as Brandon said, 12 of those centers, 5 for women and 7 for men, and 2 more are planned, one of them to open very soon. And which would be the 13th center, and it is also a center for men. We opened February 1st of 2010. We were actually the 9th center to open, and ORR is a partnership between Audubon area and Lighthouse Recovery Services. Recovery Kentucky centers are funded through a partnership between Kentucky Housing Corporation, Department of Local Government, and Department of Corrections. They also depend on support from their local community. Who we serve adult men who are age 18 and over. They must income qualify for Section 8 housing. What that means is if somebody has some assets, if they own property, if they have money in their name, that kind of thing, they don't qualify for our services. We are here to help people who are homeless, low income, indigent, and meet the qualifications for low income housing. No sex offenders. They must be able to care for themselves daily without assistance. We are a non-medical facility. We have one nurse, so we don't have people there that can help with someone who has extensive medical needs. Approximately half of our clients are referred by Department of Corrections, that is through probation, parole, pretrial diversion, drug court, things like that. But we also have the rest of our beds that are just for people who are referred from anywhere. We get referrals through the hospital, we get referrals through DCBS, we get family members that contact us. We have people who just self-admit, self-refer. So we get our clients from a lot of different avenues. And all of the men in our program are there voluntarily. What that means is we're not a lockdown facility. The people in our program are not incarcerated. They are referred through these different channels, but if they decide they don't want our services anymore, they can just get up and walk out the door. They may have consequences, some of them, if they do that. In other words, their probation officer may not be very happy with them, or their drug court may not be very happy with them, but that's between them and whatever entity referred them. They are all 100% voluntary admissions in our program. We take a long-term approach, which means our program lasts anywhere from about 6 to 9 months, possibly longer, to complete it. So we are a long-term program, and it is a commitment for these men who do complete the program. We are completely based on the 12 steps. We follow the 12-step curriculum called Recovery Dynamics, and that is what we use. We offer AA and NA meetings. Our clients attend those. In fact, I was counting the other day, I think even just on our property, we have like 16 meetings a week. So our clients, have immense access to AA and NA meetings, and then they also go out to meetings in the community as well. We have a therapeutic community that emphasizes both personal responsibility and group responsibility and accountability. And if you've ever been to one of our therapeutic community meetings, they can be a little intense sometimes, but that's the way we address behaviors, and it seems to work for us. So our clients can reside in the facility. Like I said, it takes 6 to 9 months to complete the program. Most of them stay. If they're going to complete it, they will stay longer. Maximum stay is up to 2 years. We haven't really had anybody stay quite that long. I think the longest we've ever had anybody stay was like 20 months, so close to 2 years. And then we have peer mentors who are clients who help mentor their fellow clients through the process. So our peer mentors are men who have been through the educational part of the program, and they've decided to stay, and for a small stipend, they get paid a small stipend, very, very small stipend. They stay and mentor others, and they make at least a 90-day commitment to do that, and some of them will make a longer commitment to do that. We are modeled, as Brandon said, after the Healing Place, which has a success rate of about 65% in the last 15 years of operation, and then success is defined as maintaining sobriety for at least 12 months or longer after they leave the program. It's been named a model that works by U.S. Health and Human Services. We are part of an ongoing research study conducted by the UK Center for Drug and Alcohol Research, and this is just findings related strictly to Owensboro Regional Recovery. They found 89% of clients, this is after they leave, have reported decrease in alcohol use, 84% reported decrease in illegal drug use, 95% reported decreased prescription drug misuse, 84% had not been arrested, 76% had stable housing, and cost savings to taxpayers, $2.92 for every dollar spent on recovery services. So you can imagine what a great investment that is in our community if we can save that much money for every dollar we spend on services, and then we get a return of $2.92. I would like to put my money in that money market account, or whatever that is. So every month, our clients also provide hundreds of hours of volunteer work in the community. We believe strongly in giving back. So we've helped out all kinds of groups, Red Cross, St. Benedict's, River Park Center. We're at the River Park Center almost every weekend. Habitat for Humanity, Theater Workshop, Puzzle Pieces, Lighthouse, Davis County Public Schools, Juvenile Court. We have also helped the senior services and some different agents or different programs within Audubon areas. So we get out and help whenever we are able to do that. How you can help us is just tell people about what we do. Invite us to speak at your club, your church, your organization. And we really want to get the word out. We're still new here in Owensboro. We've been here 6 years, but we're still new. A lot of people drive by our building every day and have no idea what it is. They think it's like a bank or an apartment building for senior citizens, or something like that. So any way that we can get out the information about what we are and what we do, we would love to do that. Also, you can come visit us. We do our therapeutic community meetings Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. We would love to have you come sit in on our community. You can also help support us through our fundraising efforts. We just had a golf scramble, so we would love to have support and financial support in that way. We do several fundraisers throughout the year. We are getting ready to start our cheese ball sale for the holidays. We've done this the last 2 years, which has been very successful for us. The cheese balls are yummy, and we will start that mid-November. It will be before Thanksgiving, so watch your email. We'll be sending that out. You can also help through donations. We're always needing things like toiletries, clothing. We have room sponsorships, which are tax deductible. We always need things. Just think of what you need at your house and what you consume in your household. We need all that stuff, like cleaning supplies, paper towels, toilet paper, all the things that we normally use. We will gladly accept those as donations, and our donations are tax deductible. The room sponsorship donations are recognized with a permanent plaque. There's some information, just my contact information, and also about our website. I would apologize, right now is not working, so we hope to get that back up as soon as we can. But we do have a Facebook page, and we do post a lot of information, good stuff on our Facebook page. So like us on Facebook, and that's the best way to keep up with what we're doing. I'm going to turn this over to Joey now. Joey is our community resource coordinator, and he's going to tell you a little bit about his role and what he does.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. My name is Joey Johnson, and I'm the community resource coordinator there at Owensboro Regional Recovery Center. And I got to tell you, I love the agency I work for. I'm very passionate about the work that we do there. And there's a reason for that. I'm a person in long-term recovery. Now, what that means is, by the grace of God, for the last 6 years, I haven't had a drink or a drug. And I'm grateful for that, but that wasn't always the case. For nearly 25 years of my life, I was trapped in that vicious cycle of alcoholism and drug addiction. And it cost me lots of things. In fact, I lost everything that ever meant anything to me. College scholarships and career jobs and marriages, access to my children, material possessions, multiple times over. That all changed on June 28th of 2010. I entered Owensboro Regional Recovery as a client. And I was at the end of my rope. I was homeless. I was unemployable. I was looking for a way out of the mess that my life had become. ORR introduced me to the spiritual program of action based on personal responsibility and accountability. And they provided me with the tools that I needed to at last attain and maintain long-term sobriety. that I've never been able to found until I reached the doors of Owensboro Regional Recovery. So I'm eternally grateful for that place. After I finished the educational part of the program, I went to the peer mentor office and worked for about 6 or 8 months and loved it. It built my foundation for recovery and taught me how to give back and the importance of that for my own personal sobriety. So after doing that for about 8 months, I was offered the position of community resource coordinator. And it wasn't what I was used to doing. You know, it was, I'd never worked in anything like that before. So it's been different, but it's certainly been gratifying and enjoyable. And I'm proud to be part of that agency. That agency saved my life. Today I get to tell people about what we do at ORA. And I get to coordinate the volunteer activities of the clients that work there and encourage them to learn to give back to their communities for their own personal recovery. So ORA is a special place for hundreds and hundreds of individuals who have been through there, and it always will be. So at this time, we'd like to, if anybody's got any questions for me or Sarah, we'll take it.
So at the beginning, I think you said in the state of Kentucky, or Sarah did, that there were seven men's facilities and 5 women. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So in the state of Kentucky, what are the statistics about your clients, the homeless, those who are addicted to drugs, alcohol, or whatever? What are the statistics in the state of Kentucky of men versus women as far as numbers go?
The numbers that RECOS shows they parallel pretty much. People that utilize this program,
Yeah.
the Recovery Kentucky programs, this model, are real. Our numbers are similar to the other centers throughout the state, whether they be men or women. And you can find those numbers online.
Yes.
Can't you?
As far as why there's more beds available for men than for women is because there's more of a demand for beds for men than there are for women. Like Joey said, the success rates are very similar when they look at them going through the program. Of course, we are partially funded through contract with the Department of Corrections, and there are a whole lot more men who need services through the Department of Corrections than there are women. And so that explains, excuse me, why there are more resources put towards men's programs than there are towards women's programs. Yes. Jill?
The NA and AA meetings, are those open or closed meetings?
All of our meetings are open to the public. We do have a meeting every day at noon called Happy Hour. It is a men's only meeting, but the rest of our meetings that are on our property are open to the public. We have meetings every night at 6:30, and those are meetings that are open to the public. Then we have some nights we have a meeting at 8 o'clock in the evening too. That's open to the public. The only restriction, I guess, would be that the men only happy hour meeting is every day at noon.
Thank you.
Yeah, Robin.
You may want to just briefly mention Fieldhouse.
Oh, yes, thank you. Audubon Area Community Services has a property out in East Davis County called Fieldhouse. And we currently have several of our men who have transitioned out of our program who are living there at that property. They've been out there since about 2002, I think. So they've been living out there, 4 years now, 4.5 years.
2012.
2012, not 2002, I'm sorry. 2012. So it is the next step. So when our clients finish our program, they go into what we call transition, and Fieldhouse is considered transitional living, which means they're not really in our program anymore, but they're still sort of accountable to us by living out there on that property, and they do a great job. They take care of the meeting room that's out there, and they do a great job. We also have another house on East 24th Street, and this is one that we have entered into an agreement with a separate landlord. Audubon Area doesn't own this property, but he has also agreed for our men to live in that house, and that's also a transitional living home as well. Yes, Jerry.
There's over 5,000 homeless veterans in the state of Kentucky. Do they take advantage of this program?
We have had veterans come through our program, yes. Now, it's not as many as you would think. at any given time in the program, I would say we probably have 3 or 4 veterans at any given time, but we've never had a large group of veterans, and we've never had really much connection with a veterans organization seeking out those services. Mainly the people who have come to us who are veterans are people who have come to us through other means, other ways, like through Department of Corrections or a hospital or something like that. Yes, Pam.
You mentioned community service. If a nonprofit wanted your all's assistance with moving, packing, what kind of things do y'all do that?
Yeah, we help, she listed some of the nonprofits, but there's literally dozens that we've helped. I get calls all the time. That's the only requirement, you gotta be a nonprofit, and you call me, call the building, ask for me, and we will provide service work, volunteer service work, y'all, as best as we can, as long as the guys aren't missing programming hours. And we've got some free time. It's usually every day they've got time to help out, or in the evenings.
One more thing I'd like to mention too is that we also have a catering company separate. It's Owensboro Regional Recovery, but we do catering also. Valerie Cole is the person responsible for that. We can cater almost any kind of food. The only thing we have limitations on is the time because we don't do a lot at night just because our clients have obligations at night. But if any kind of a meeting, if you want lunch for that, or you're having some sort of training, or we can do just about anything. And our rates are pretty comparable with everybody else in town. So, and it's good. It's good stuff. So. What other questions do you have?
When's the next breakfast for pancakes?
Oh, pancake breakfast? We'll probably do that after the first of the year. Yeah, it'll be like February probably.
You have to wait, Pam.
Yeah.
Do you have that at ORR?
The pancake breakfast? Yes, ma'am. Yep, we do. Yeah.
I just want to say thank you for everything you all do.
Thank you. Thank you for everything you all do. Help us very much. All right.
All right, keeping with the good work they do, I think they have 2 prizes today, so I'm gonna let Sarah draw out a couple of names.
Pam Bates.
And Bates. Nice Halloween pumpkin for the season. One more here.
Tara Bowling.
Tara Bowling. So as Tara comes up and gets her nice pumpkin prize here, I just want to remind folks, that national statistics say that approximately a little over 90% of individuals who are in need of substance abuse treatment do not ever seek treatment. I mean, that's a staggering number. Secondly, and statistics are hard to track when it comes to success rates when we're talking about rehab and recovery because as you go across the spectrum of treatment, there's various options. However, relapse prevention rates on a national trend run between 50 and 90% when we talk about folks who enter rehab and recovery and treatment services. So when you hear their success rates here at ORR, we know that we have something that works. So I can't emphasize enough about the importance of identifying our resources in the community, supporting those resources, and sharing the information. Because I can guarantee everyone out here knows someone who's probably in need of treatment services today. So I would encourage you to take this information, share it with those that you know, that you love. And for anyone who wants to know more, contact Sarah and contact Joey and come out and see what they do. They do tours regularly. They'll let you come through, see the facility. I would encourage you to bring groups. Let folks know. The more that we know, the more that we share, the more we can help our community. So thank you guys so much for what you do. All right. I think we've had a successful 2016. We appreciate everyone that we've done. Again, I want to thank Kim's Casseroles again for the service they do. And like I said, contact them during the holiday season. She could be available to help you as you bring families into your houses and you need to come up with meals quickly because it's that time of year and she can help you out. And secondly, of course, too, if you have meals that you need to do, you know, for meetings and stuff, OR does have a great catering service they also provide as well. We utilize them quite frequently, and I get a lot of calls in my office wanting to know how I can get in touch to schedule those. So I've become kind of an adjunct scheduler for those catering services sometimes. So, but again, this is the last one. I think January 26th, 2017 will be our next community coffee for everyone. Have a great holiday season, and thank you all so much for supporting Auburn area, the Logsdon Center, ORR, and everything that we do. Thank you guys so much.